The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all they friends.
At Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gardner. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There's not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
A loss of the yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Worthy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Shoves him aside. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance...
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
The Chiefs will set up.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for two after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now a first carry from the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37-yard line. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 16 carries, 80 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it. Here's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Kadarius Toney deep for KC. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. Now here's Mahomes. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Kansas City Chiefs.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when, When a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And this will be caught. This time the 2-point conversion works, and it's 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills offense headed out, and they, of course, are in their NFL rivalry-inspired uniforms. They call these the cold front, white on white. They are sharp. You're not going to find snow in Buffalo in Week 5 typically, but I tell you, the snow and the cold is such a big part of what it means to be a Bills fan and a Bills player, that this uniform set really captures that idea nicely.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Slot man moves right. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To the air, Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
That stopped him in his tracks. The Chiefs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
2nd and 7.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Mahomes now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. The try run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And bulldozing his way through. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that will be incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Tony on a return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And Mahomes will do it himself. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys up and down. They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
319!
From the gun, it's Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. On the return, it's Tony. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. Oh, nice move. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you all had a happy Halloween. Some of the celebrations still going on as we've reached the first weekend of November, and that's just fine. Let's get into the highlights. Our look at the NFL starts now. In the Steel City, it's the Steelers at home to take on Indianapolis. And here's the Steelers running back. He's going to take this one in 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Steelers are going to come away with the victory. They win it by 3 scores. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And it's Jordan Love. He had it going. This, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Packers use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. One more to show you real quick. We go to Houston. It's the Texans hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's Bo Nix on target to his wideout, Troy Franklin. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive. A one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here.